I said last time, even though you couldn't hear me, that I could have tattoos as a whole topic of a whole vlog discussion. Is it really a discussion if I'm the only one talking?
Unable to comply.
So really, I'm going to cover this topic in a series of 3 different vlogs. The first one's going to be pre-tattoo, the second one's going to be me actually getting a tattoo, and the third one's going to be tattoo aftercare. So you want a tattoo for whatever reason. You may be unsure of what you want to get or where you want to get it, or maybe you have a really good idea of what you want to get. Or maybe you just woke up and you have a really bad headache and then you look in the mirror and you see that it says idiot and oh my god, I really hope that that's marker and maybe I should check into AA. If that last part's you should probably skip to video 3 and aftercare. There are about as many reasons to get a tattoo as there are people that have tattoos, so we're not really going to have time to discuss all of them. I personally never get a tattoo that I haven't taken a long time to think about beforehand, and I always like to have something that's kind of custom designed and something that I have a lot of input on. Some of my tattoos mark crowning achievements, others are just decoration for the otherwise plain. Remember, my body is a temple. And I like to decorate my temple's walls with wondrous art. What to get is just as personal as why you're going to get it, and once again a topic much too vast for the shortness of this vlog. I do, however, want to talk about tattoo placement. If you plan on having your tattoo in a place that's publicly visible, just realize that a lot of society is going to look down on you. And other people are going to come and ask you to take pictures with you with your tattoo, and that is really annoying. Please don't do it. Okay, on to something that we can talk about in your quest for ink flesh. The first being finding a shop. When looking for a shop, you want to make sure it's clean and tidy. If you go into a shop, there's dust on the counter, there's crap on the floor, there's tools and papers and implements strewn all over. It doesn't really give you a vote of glowing confidence that you're going to be well taken care of and that these people are going to be very hygienic and professional. Sanitation and hygiene should be huge factors when you're choosing a shop. You can get a tattoo from a great tattooist, but if they don't follow proper sanitation protocol, you can get an infection. And infections can lead to death. Well, really, that doesn't ever happen. But infections can lead to having to get an amputated limb, which also usually doesn't happen in the case of tattoos. But what can happen is you can get an infection in your tattoo, and it'll make your ink look like crap for the rest of your life. It's also good to have a tattoo shop that's well lit, because what you can't see, you can't really see. Okay, the next thing on our journey is finding an actual tattooist. Ask to look at the tattooist portfolio. This will give you a general idea of the types of tattoos they do and how well they do them. But just remember that they're going to put their best work in their portfolio album. It's also a really good idea to get a recommendation from somebody that has a tattoo from this person that you actually know in real life. One of the reasons being it's much easier to tell the quality of work from somebody in real life than from looking at a photograph. Another part in choosing a tattooist is actually talking to them. I've been in many tattoo shops before and talked to artists and everything seems up to par, but then you just get a bad feeling. Or you think, oh my god, I think this guy might be a speed freak. Do I really want him next to me with a tattoo gun? Just realize that you're going to be spending possibly hours with this person. And if the whole time you're thinking how much you would really like to throw a brick at their head because of their annoying voice, then you're not really going to have a good tattoo experience. While you're talking to the tattooist, you can ask them about your design and pricing. Sometimes you'll be talking to one artist and they may refer you to somebody else that they think can do a better job with the particular type of tattoo you're getting, whether it's vivid color or grayscale shading or a portrait. When you ask about pricing, realize that there are probably going to be 2 different types of charges. One is an hourly rate and one is a piece rate. Usually an hourly rate comes with the shop minimum. Usually the shop minimum converts to 1 hour's worth of work. On piece rate, the tattooist may actually look at the design and tell you a specific amount that he's going to charge you for that tattoo. Okay, you found a clean shop with a good tattooist, so now it's time to make an appointment. Or if they accept walk-ins and they have time, maybe you can get a session in right now. Keep in mind that if you have a custom design in mind, the tattooist is going to have to take a little bit of time to draw it up for you so that you can see it. Or if you brought a design in with you, then they might have to change certain aspects of it to make it flow better or to fit the specific place on your body that you want to put it. Or maybe the lettering's too small and they don't want it so that in 10 years all the ink runs together and you can't read it anymore. On a side note, I don't condone anybody under the age of 18 getting a tattoo. I know that some states agree with me. I know that some states have different consent ages. I know that some states have parental consent laws. If you find a shop that's going to tattoo you and you are below the age of consent, it's probably not a very reputable place to be getting a tattoo from. I wouldn't get a tattoo there myself. Now that you have an appointment, you want to keep a couple things in mind. You want to be drug and alcohol free when you go into your appointment. That means don't drink the night before you go into your appointment. The reason why you don't drink is because alcohol causes your blood to thin, which makes you bleed out more and makes you lose ink. Make sure you eat ahead of time before going into your appointment, because the last thing you're going to want to do is to stop mid-tattoo to eat something because you're hungry. I usually add a few extra calories to my diet because of the endorphins and adrenaline given off by getting a tattoo cause your metabolism rate to go up a little bit. And I usually try to make those calories protein calories because protein will help in the rebuilding of your skin after it's damaged by the tattoo gun. It may also be a good idea to bring an extra layer than you would normally wear during the current conditions, because sometimes if you're sitting really still to get a tattoo, you get cold. Okay, time to head to your appointment. Make sure you go a little bit early so that you can see them set up. I'll discuss that just a little bit in the next video while you watch me get a tattoo.